What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe. Today I wanted to talk about something that is really important to me, and that is confidence, because a lot of people ask me, Sierra, how are you so confident? Or have you always been this confident? Or you seem so intimidating because you just seem so confident and so sure of yourself. Those are just comments that people have said to me pretty much my whole life, and I've never understood that, because if you actually knew me, you'd know that I have so many insecurities. But I try my best to be confident, and on most days I am pretty confident, but I do have my days, I do have my struggles, and I definitely have my reoccurring insecurities. But when I made this channel, my whole goal was to be basically just like the big sister that people needed. Someone to talk about real things and to cover topics that might not be easy to talk about, or even things that are uncomfortable to talk about. And I just wanted to be able to have this platform to be honest with people and to just kind of share my views, and hopefully along the way it'll help somebody, but that has been my goal. And so today we are addressing confidence, because let me tell you, once you get to a point of feeling confident in yourself, you're going to feel so much better about life. But I wanted this video to be super chill and relaxed, so here I am on my couch, just chilling, relaxing. My dogs are around me. Hopefully they don't make too much noise. Hopefully you can't hear him snoring. So growing up, I really struggled with my confidence. I struggled with the way that I looked. I struggled with my weight. I struggled with that pretty much my whole life. The day that I became aware of the fact that some people diet because skinny was what was best, I became obsessed with the thought of being skinny forever. So I was struggling with my weight. I was struggling with my hair because I didn't know what the heck I was doing with it. It was just always frizzy. And I didn't want my mom to touch it because I was a rebellious child and was like, "Don't touch me." And I've always had anxiety to some degree, and my confidence would go out the window because I'm overthinking everything, and I'm thinking that people don't like me, and I'm thinking people think I'm ugly, I have boogers in my nose or something. I was constantly worrying about what other people thought about me, and I'm not sure when the switch happened. I'm sure it came with age, of course. And as most things in my life, I got to a point where I just got tired of it. I was like, I don't want to feel this way anymore. I actually ended up getting into a relationship, and we were together for a couple years, and he cheated on me. A lot. That can do a lot of damage to a person's confidence, because I already had all of these insecurities, and then on top of that I had someone who made me feel like I wasn't enough, and so they had to go find whatever it was that I was lacking in someone else. And so my confidence was absolutely terrible. I had none. So I go into my 20s, I'm super insecure. I don't know who I am. I've completely lost myself at this point, because that's another thing. When I was in that relationship, I cared so much about trying to make him want me that I stopped wanting me. And I forgot who I was, and I forgot what it was that made me happy and the things that made me feel really good about myself. And I just kind of lost touch of my confidence. I didn't know where it was at that point. I wanted to be that woman who people looked at them and they were like, oh my gosh, she's so confident. Because I used to be like that, but getting out of that relationship, I was so messed up. So it's been a journey to get to where I am now, and so I wanted to share a little bit of that so you kind of get an understanding of where I'm coming from, just so you know that this is a constant struggle for me, and it's not something that's ever been easy, and I don't know that it'll ever be easy, but I think that having a general confidence about yourself is something that will change your entire life. One really big thing that's helped me with my confidence, and I guess this would be like tip number one, and this is like on the most superficial level, and after this we'll dig a little bit deeper, but I figured I should say this one first, and that is I started taking pride in how I looked. I started taking care of my skin. I started taking care of my hair. I started dressing how I like. If you want to feel more confident, you want to feel good about yourself, a big thing is put clothes on that you actually like. Put clothes on that fit you. Don't shove yourself into something that's too small for you just to feel good because you're still that size. Stop wearing clothes that are too small for you. Stop wearing clothes that are uncomfortable. If you're wearing things because they're trendy and not because it's actually you, you're going to be so unhappy and you're going to be so uncomfortable for the whole day. Whatever it is that makes you feel good from head to toe, do that. And if someone's like, why are you wearing that? Be like, why are you wearing that? Why does anyone wear anything? I remember one time I was out eating with my family and this group of like 20-year-old guys, and I was only like 16, 17 at the time. And one of them, I overheard them say, I dare you to go ask her what she's wearing. Because I was wearing like this bright bralette with this like floral skirt. And I felt so cute that day. And then they said that and I was like, well, I freaking felt good and now you just crushed me. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna take that to heart because I really like this outfit. And if you don't get it, if you don't understand fashion, then that's your problem. I feel so good when I put on an outfit that I actually love. And the days when I wear an outfit that I don't actually like, I feel like crap. That would be my number one tip, and that is to take care of yourself. Wear stuff you like. So people will say things to me like, you seem so confident. How'd you get so confident? You don't seem shy at all. I've actually talked about this at church before, and I was telling people how people have this idea of me, and they have this idea that I'm this confident person, that I just have it figured out. And that's so not true. But there's a passage in the Bible, in Joshua, and Moses dies. Joshua is now the one leading the Israelites to the promised land. And Joshua's like, I'm scared. And God just tells Joshua, like, if you are just strong and courageous, I got you covered. And I have taken that to heart because anytime that I'm feeling scared, I'm feeling insecure, I just repeat in my head, be strong and courageous, be strong and courageous. And I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about the fact that I do that. It all started when I was younger. When I was younger and I would get a shot, I would tell them to count down for me before they gave me the shot, and I would just repeat in my head, it's not gonna hurt, it's not gonna hurt, it's not gonna hurt. And so now that I'm an adult, I have taken that, the whole repetitive thing, the whole mindset thing, that I did that because if I'm telling myself it's not going to hurt, then it's not gonna hurt as bad because it's hyped up so much more in my head, which is exactly like my insecurities that are so overhyped in my head. I overthink those insecurities, and that's what makes them stay because I'm constantly thinking about them. But if I'm repeating in my head, be strong and courageous, if I'm repeating in my head that I'm confident, then eventually I'm going to hold on to that confidence and I'm going to actually genuinely start to feel it. I saw something on like Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, something that's like the whole fake it till you make it thing is crap, but I don't think it is. I think it's actually really good advice. Because take it from me, I'm someone who has been able to get to a point of feeling confident because I pretended to be for a long time. But it's not even so much about pretending, it's more so about convincing. So just convince your mind. So anytime you're feeling super insecure and you're just to a point where you're like, this is so consuming and I don't want to feel like this anymore, start repeating good thoughts in your head. You can even try having a list of affirmations in your phone. You can have them written on your mirror. And so you have those constant reminders of who you truly are in those times when you feel your best. In those times of insecurity, your mind tricks you. So trick your mind back. Be like, absolutely not. I'm strong. I'm courageous, I'm confident, I'm beautiful, I can do this, I'm the best around. Whatever it is that gets you feeling good about yourself, just repeat it to yourself. Just keep repeating it to yourself until you believe it. And my third thing is confidence starts when comparison ends. And I know, fire, bars. Do I really even need to say more? Or can I just leave it at that? This is not something that I've ever expressed. So if you're watching this, hey, how are you, girl? Love ya. Text me. My aunt, she is the same age as my brother, and I grew up with her basically being like an older sister, and I was constantly comparing myself to her. I was like, well, she's skinnier than me, and she's prettier than me, and she's smarter than me, her hair's longer than mine. Anything that I could compare, I would. And then one day I just realized, I was like, why am I comparing myself to her when we look nothing alike? That moment was so freeing for me because there's no one else in this world that looks exactly like me. So comparing myself to someone else is such a disservice. When we stop comparing ourselves and actually start to look at who we are, what we look like, the things that we have that no one else possesses, I think that's what really builds your confidence. When you realize that you're different, no one wants cookie cutter. People like it when you're different, when you have something else to offer that no one else can offer. So please, do me a favor, do yourself a favor, stop comparing yourself to other people, because it's literally never going to end well. You're going to end up feeling bad about yourself, and there's really no point in that, because you were made exactly how you were supposed to be made, and that is something that is so special. And I think that we overlook that a lot, because we're like, there's this idea of what attractive is, there's this idea of what perfect is. I think that's so flawed, because life is so boring when people look the same. And if you go on Twitter, they'll let you know right now that they're tired of everybody looking the same. They're tired of the same lip fillers, the same butt injections. It all starts to look the same, and it looks boring, because it's like, oh, it's another person who looks like Kylie Jenner. There's nothing wrong with looking like Kylie Jenner. She's beautiful. But there's also nothing wrong with looking like you. At this point, I'm probably just rambling, but I just wanted to say all of this because I think that having confidence in yourself is so important. And I had told you guys my word for this year was fearless, and with having that fearless mentality, I had to really up my confidence. And I really had to start believing in me, and I had to believe in who I was and what I have to offer as a person that no one else can. And I want you guys to do the same. So whatever it is that you really love about yourself, feel free to leave it in the comments, because I love to hear people uplifting themselves instead of tearing themselves down. So going forward, love yourselves, remind yourself of the things that make you special and the things that make you you. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions on confidence, how to achieve it, anything of the sort, feel free to message me. And before you go, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles.